back-to-back recordings. I'm going to count that as a huge win for me because I tend to get distracted with video games, TV shows, and movies. And next thing you know, it's 3 weeks since I put one of these out. And that's just bad planning and a bad habit that I'm trying to break. Anyways, as many of you know, I am Lone Wolf on the PlayStation and Twitch. And this is my mini-cast because I don't have a lot to say. I don't want to take up much of your time. And I don't have people to converse with for a longer podcast format type deal. So I'm going to keep this short with my mini-cast. And we're going to touch base on the few things that I enjoyed or came across in the last couple of days. Sorry. First things first, Borderlands. We finally got a trailer. It looks fun. But it also gives me Guardians of the Galaxy vibes, which has kind of been overplayed. We'll see how they do on this one. The cast seems solid. I do like the director personally. I know some people don't like him. We'll see how much. The studio had inputs. Randy Pitchfork and those guys, because sometimes he tends to say things that he probably should just not say anything. You know, the whole cinematic universe, that's been overplayed. We don't need to keep saying that shit. Let's get past one movie before we try to build a whole universe around a franchise. That said, I do enjoy the cast. Kevin Hart's hit or miss. As a actor, you know, sometimes it's Kevin Hart as this, or you know, he can really be whatever character he's playing. So I'm a fan of his, and can't wait to see how he does as Roland. I feel like the women in this movie are going to steal the show. Jamie Lee Curtis and Cate Blanchett, from the posters and the video that we've seen or the trailer. They seem to be pretty solid. I know Lilith, a few of the people that are in my circle had their complaints, very valid complaints. One is that she doesn't have the siren tattoos, or if she does have them, they're not showing them. That is a big staple of the siren style character in the Borderlands franchise. And they aged her up a lot. Cate Blanchett's amazing, but she was always a character who seemed to be maybe in her late 20s, early 30s, if that. So we'll see what route they go. I'm more familiar with Borderlands 2. I only recently played Borderlands 1, but regardless, I hope it does well because we do need more video game, or I would like to see more video game franchises adapted into movies or TV shows because there's a wealth of stuff that could be done if it's done by the right people. Some people just get the name and then butcher the projects. I know that's how some of the Halo fans feel about the Halo TV show. I don't hold Halo on a high pedestal because I wasn't an Xbox player growing up. I played a few games here and there. I know of Master Chief, and that's kind of the gist of where I stand with the Halo franchise. It introduced me to Bungie, which I absolutely love because it gave me Destiny. But the TV show, we're on season 2 now. I've been enjoying it. I binge watched, I believe it's 4 episodes the last couple of days. I'm enjoying it. Can I say it's true to the game? No, I cannot. As a TV show, sci-fi TV show, I wish they would put a little bit more time and effort into some of the effects of the creatures that they're fighting, because sometimes you can tell. But at the same time, it's also Paramount and Showtime show. So hopefully that will improve with time, or maybe, take the time to make those characters look good before you put the series out, on a week-to-week basis. So yeah, as far as the Halo Season 2, the series, I'm enjoying it so far. We'll see if it has another season after this one. I have the feeling they might cancel it or stop after 2 seasons, just from kind of internet talk that I've been hearing. So we'll see. Fingers crossed that they continue. But if I was in Vegas, I would put my money on that they're going to stop it at 2 seasons. Outside of that, Helldivers, the people at Arrowhead, they finally raised the overall player count to like 500,000, I believe. As you know, there was a lot of server issues going on where people couldn't get in, people were getting kicked out. They limited how many players to 450,000. They introduced a AFK booting system because a lot of people were getting around that the server situation by staying logged in. So now if you're idle for 15 minutes, they boot you out. So it's been very easy to get into. Me and my buddies have been playing it a lot for the last few days, and we've been having fun. Again, it's one of those games that kind of took the internet by storm. The memes have been hilarious. The moments in game have been hilarious. Me and my buddies, it's been a while since we've had this feeling, and I'm enjoying it. It's like everything else, it'll taper off eventually. But as of right now, it's been fun. I'm enjoying it. And it's fun, or it's been interesting to see more and more people talk about Starship Troopers. It's all over the Twitter. It's all over the internet, especially on Twitter. So if you haven't seen it, or if it's been a long time since you've seen it, rewatch it. It's one of those that holds up. I tend to watch it, every so often. And speaking of movies that tend to hold up, Dune Part 2 comes out this week, and I'm very excited for it. Everything I've heard from the people that I listen to or pay attention to, they're saying it's a masterpiece. It's amazing, and I am so excited for it. I wanted to watch it early, but there was no seats available, and as my friends know, I tend to be very picky about my seats these days, because if I'm going to spend $20 to go see something in IMAX, I want one of a small section of seats. Outside of that, I'll wait. I'm not going to be having shitty angles watching something. It's just not me. That's not the way I operate. So hopefully I'll be watching it either Thursday, Friday, or Saturday this week, and I will give my thoughts on it. But I have a feeling it's going to do pretty well. The casts are all solid. They someone said they are probably the most fuckable cast of a movie in a long time, which for me, it's neither here nor or there. But that was a funny comment that caught my eye and made me chuckle. But something else that comes out this week with the, quote, if you want to go with that cast of fuckable characters, the next Final Fantasy VII game comes out this week, and I am beyond excited. And some footage or clips have made it online, and everyone's in love with Tifa, or re-falling in love with Tifa. She's one of my video game crushes, so I completely understand. If you're on Twitter the last few days, you're seeing her in a bikini that is completely breaking Twitter, and I'm seeing a lot of cosplayers already mentioning wanting to cosplay as her, and some have already done it. So, as a fan of Tifa, since a long time, 97 if you want to get technical, I'm glad that she's aged like fine wine. I'm not mad about it. And of course, we have the people that love Cloud and Sephiroth. Some of the women on Twitter that I follow are not, what's the word? They're not shy about saying their love or expressing their love for both characters, especially Sephiroth. He seems to hit that bad boy itch that a lot of girls have. So more power to them. I know as a character, he's pretty badass. I do enjoy him. But yeah, it's funny seeing these podcasters and social media personalities talk about Sephiroth. It's amazing. I love it. But that's going to be the gist of it for today. We'll see what all happens in the next few days, and I will, we'll let you know what my thoughts are on Final Fantasy VII Rebirth and Dune 2, because I will be watching those for sure. Once again, watch Ninja Kumui. It's freaking amazing. Solo Leveling is also very good. This week we didn't have an episode. It was like a recap. That is what it is. But yeah, hopefully you're enjoying your things. Let me know what you're enjoying, because I'm very open to all kinds of stories. I try not to discriminate on anything. I'll at least give something a shot. But that's where I'm going to end this week's episode. And yeah, I hope you have a good one, and I will talk to you later.